so on and so forth. And somehow going through this fire, Cambium successfully completed their phase 1 and phase 2 studies in 2021, assessing the safety and efficacy of their dry eye biologic. And then in mid-2021, they were notified that they could begin their phase 3 studies for the Elate Ocular biologic. So yeah, I don't know how the deal went through. I wish I had that information. But I recently talked with interesting.
That's part of the entertainment.
Anyway, I recently talked to who is the CEO of Cambium right now, and he let me know that the company is seeking to grow in international markets, and they're in the process of developing those relationships towards that end. So I believe the future for Cambium is bright. But all of that wouldn't be possible if it weren't for the dedicated Emory scientists who worked to develop an idea many, many years ago. They have the insight of how this journey began as an idea to now a company that is fully existing. So it gives me great pleasure to introduce Dr. Edmund Waller and Dr. John ROBACK and ask them to provide brief remarks on this journey as they accept the award at the startup of 2021.
Thank you for that introduction. I'm Ed Waller. This is John ROBACK. We founded this company with two colleagues at Emory, Jacques Calipo and Ian Copeland, to meet an unmet medical need of dry eye, because I see these patients in my clinic all the time. I think the success of Cambium was due to our complementary expertise from a clinical perspective, from the perspective of blood products, the use of those blood products in promoting regenerative medicine and the technology to make innovation. We repurposed something that John, in the blood bank would normally discard, platelets, to make a novel and effective topical therapeutic. We're really anxious to complete the phase 3 trials, hopefully, and bring this on the market. I'll acknowledge Terry Waltz, our CEO, who's persevered and will prevail to close the Series B funding. But I appreciate the support from OTT. Our patent has been tested, and we prevailed against someone we believe was infringing, so that's why we have patents.
Great, thanks, Ned. I think Ned pretty much said it all. There's just two comments I wanted to make. I think we'd be remiss if we didn't recognize one of the four founders, Ian Copeland, who died much too young several years ago, and it was a real blow to us. And then the other thing that I'd like to acknowledge is that when we originally started out, the idea was to use the platelet lysate as a cell culture supplement, but it was actually through a consultant that was directed to us by Kevin and Todd and OTT, who did some investigations and thought that this product could actually be useful in the dry eye market, and that's the whole reason we're here. And I think once Terry succeeds in completing the funding, once we complete our studies and the drug is approved, I think that this market is really going to